RAD Report. RAD Report. RAD Report. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the RAD Report, where I'm going to go through news, physical media news, movie news, all things pop culture, and answer your questions about all the above live tonight. The RAD Report is a show that I used to do. I used to do it on Region Free's show. It was almost like a commercial, and it's kind of like where a lot of people found me when I first started YouTube. I used to do these little skits called the RAD Report, where I talk about all the upcoming physical media news and new releases in the next couple of weeks. So it's a show I have not done in a while. I kind of tried to rebrand it as Rad News, but it just didn't fly. I feel like more people kept saying like, oh, I found out about you through at RAD Report. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll do this like once a month and just add it to the table. And we'll just talk about like what's going on. And I'll kind of line this stuff up to go with like new releases that are coming out or movie news or physical media news, and just kind of run down everything with you guys, give you my opinions on all the kind of news and releases that are upcoming. Am I going to upgrade? Some things are being canceled. Some things are out of print. What have I pre-ordered? Now I want to go through all of that with you guys tonight. It took me a little bit because I was actually watching AEW, believe it or not, to see Sting retire in his last match. So I ended up doing that. So thank you, Sting, for all your memories throughout the years, man. I've been a little Stinger since probably 1988, where I first saw you for the first time with RoboCop. And it was pretty cool, man. I was kind of hooked ever since. So thank you again, Sting. He is now retired after all these years. I can't even believe he's still going. But my favorite Sting is Surfer Sting. Let me know in the comments below which Sting you guys love the most. If you are wrestling fans, more or less, I think a lot of people like the Crow Sting, but I was always a big fan of Surfer Sting and still to this day. So I'm going to see who is in the chat. I didn't announce this. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it based on how long that AEW event was going. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to end up getting it done, but it's a pretty easy topic. We'll go through a bunch of stuff. And if you guys have questions or things that you are concerned about when it comes to physical media, we can kind of get through that tonight. So come say what's up in the chat. I am here for you guys now. So let's see what we've got. Simon, what's up, man? Look at this. Fozzie knows the RAD Report is back, baby. Like I said, I'm going to kind of just line it up when it's need be. So instead of making this a weekly show or a bi-weekly show like I used to, I'm just going to do this once a month, or when I think, there's a lot to talk about. And there actually is quite a bit to talk about tonight when it comes to things that are upcoming, what's up for pre-orders. Some things are being canceled on people. Some things are out of print. Some things are sold out. Out of print stuff is coming back. Like there's a lot to talk about. And feel free to ask me any questions about any movie related items or even wrestling if you guys ended up watching that event. Astro Juicy over on Twitch, baby. Thank you so much for hanging out over there on Twitch. Like I said, if you guys have a Twitch, go follow the Radpack. It's not Born to be Rad, it's the Radpack. And we're just trying to build up a little bit of a base over there so we can kind of start doing more watch alongs with you guys over there, something different. So just always over there when I'm live, even at the Born to be Rad channel, I'm always dual simulcast streaming over on Twitch just to try to get some traction over there. Katrina, thank you. I appreciate that. It's so funny. I'm like, I wonder if I went on a little earlier, like at 9, if I'd get a whole crop of new people that never are up when I go late, because I'm really only going late on my live streams. And I think it's cool because a lot of you guys are still coming. And if you're from the West Coast, it's probably actually perfect for you guys. But a lot of people message me and say, oh man, I always am in bed by the time you go on. So part of me at some point wants to find like a nice 9 o'clock spot to jump in. But speaking of that, this Wednesday night, I will be live at 9 p.m. on my channel for the next episode of Rad Company. And my guest will be Tracy from Nerd Squish. So if you are a fan of hers, make sure you pop on over and check out that show Wednesday at 9 p.m. As you can see, my voice has been giving me a hard time this last this last week. If you watched my stream on Thursday, I was like, oh, I'm getting a little bit better. Well, I shouldn't have did that stream because the next day it was shot again. So I'm hoping I'm good now and everything will be good tomorrow. So Rob Romano, what's going on, man? Rob Zilla, what's up? Steve, what's up, man? All right, Rob, I am going to talk about that. Actually, let's talk about that first. So I got a lot of messages from people asking about this basket case 4K. The one people were telling me was the Arrow exclusive one. I don't know if that's your case, Rob, but a couple people asked me if I pre-ordered it, what the status was. I didn't order basket case. Um, I think it was just one of those things. I love basket case so much, but I have the Blu-ray from Arrow. It was basically the same thing with an upgraded transfer. And to be honest, I don't know if 4K would do that movie any different, to be honest with you. So I was like, you know what? If it was a completely different edition and they gave us some new stuff, then maybe I would have bit. But I'm like, to just replace the same edition I have with a little bit of a better transfer, supposedly, I wasn't going to take that chance. So I did not pre-order basket case, but it seems like a lot of people did. And their orders are getting canceled from the Arrow store. Now, I don't know if this is just the limited exclusive one or this is both, but after people started messaging me that, I had a couple people reach out. I went on their site and it's weird because it looks like it's still available to order. So I don't know what's going on with that. Unless once you click it, it just says it's out of stock. But I went to check it out and it said click to pre-order. So I don't know what's going on with basket case. I really don't. I highly, highly doubt it's sold out. I do. Um, because not a lot of their exclusives sell out right away. So I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that an upgrade like basket case would have sold out so fast. So I really don't know what's going on over there. I really don't. So I can't give any information because I don't know. But I found it a little bit weird that it still looked like I could have ordered it if I wanted to, and people's orders are getting canceled. So I don't know what's going on with basket case. Let's hope this is not something that becomes a trend. But if it does, it might be one of those things you have to jump on it on day one. But obviously, it looks like even if you did, there's still a possibility it's going to get canceled. So I really don't know what the deal is with that. Joe Reese, what's up, man? What's up? They are? I figured. What's up, Retro Analog Entertainment? We're a big Sting fan. When did you start watching wrestling? Again, I didn't really care for Sting as after he got rid of the blonde hair. Even when he was still kind of Surfer Sting, but he had like the brown hair, I still really wasn't digging him at that point. I was more into like trying to think of the WCW people I was into. I was into blonde Surfer Sting, Lex Luger, Brian Pillman. Those are the big ones when I was a kid watching WCW. Those are the big ones that I was into. Ultimate Warrior was my favorite actually as a kid. He was my absolute favorite as a kid. What up, Jesse? Magic Hands, what's up? So you like Crow Sting. Joker Sting from AEW. I never watched, TNA. I never watched it. I never saw, I remember when he did it, but I didn't watch TNA at that point. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't go on there. To be honest, I know nothing about Twitch. So I just assume if anybody else is on there to find us. And then eventually when we get a little bit more of a base, because I can see from where I am how many people are, where people are watching from. So it's good. So I see that there's a couple people watching from Twitch, a couple people watching from, and then the rest of you guys watching from YouTube. So if you haven't, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. Any update on the Fast 4K? Nothing that I've heard. The last I heard, it got pushed back, and that was kind of the end of it. What's up, Charlie? Ace. What's up, man? Oh, the Faculty is up for pre-order again. I will probably definitely be getting that. I see. I hear you. What up, Johnny? What's up, dude? Check out Johnny. Go check out what's Johnny's watching over there. What up, John Doe? Go check out John Doe Juggalo over on the YouTube. We got some other creators in here. Yeah, man, I'm sure your edition is perfectly fine. What up, Sculder? Nice picture. A little Homer action going. Let me see what he says. He might know more than I do about this stuff. 4K basket case would definitely benefit an HD. Also, pre-orders were canceled. Just means you have to reorder it. Yeah, yes, that's weird because it's still available to order. I mean, I'm curious to hear reviews on it and comparisons to see if it is worth it. Because I do love the movie, but I don't know. Like, I told you before, like with me in 4Ks, I'll there's a lot of times I'm disappointed. There's a lot of times I'm not. There's a lot of times I'm like, wow, this looks great. Other times I'm like, I probably should have kept my Blu-ray. Let me see. They canceled my order, which was $5 on track shipping. Then I reordered it, and then track shipping was hmm, weird. The Arrow exclusive. Oh hell yeah, I loved Perfect for sure. Lanny Poffo was great, but I mean, I didn't really know him outside of like the Genius character. What up, Tiana? Go check out Tiana Loves Movies. Thank you, kiddo. What up, Nick? I'm doing well. Persona 5. I don't know what that is. Video game, maybe? Um, but it's been a crazy day. Like, it's so wild. I feel like there's so much stuff to do all the time, and I never can get ahead. It's weird. And that's why, like, a lot of times I end up coming on here. Like, I didn't work today, but I had my son and then, doing stuff with him. And then I was doing a little bit of work on the computer. And then I went grocery shopping. I made my meals for the week. I worked a lot on my new studio room, which is like, I need like a desk, a chair, couple things. But other than that, like, it'll be ready for a filming of the room tour. I don't need the desk and stuff for that, but it's pretty much almost all set. So it looks good. If you're a member on the channel, then you've seen updated pictures of it. So yeah, I'm gonna post another one tonight for you guys to check out. So members get to see the kind of progress of the new studio that I'm building out right now. So I'll have two studios. I'll have this one, and then I'll have another one. Which other one should be pretty cool. It should be pretty cool to just do something a little bit different and be around most of my physical media. It'll just help me kind of have things close by instead of having to always go to the other room and then mess this room up. So should be cool. Let me see. Blast from the past. What's up? What's up? Meal prep ideas. I'm very listen, I'm very boring when it comes to that stuff. So like I'll tell you what I made tonight. So tonight I made two ribeye steaks with rice. Then I put them in Tupperwares. Okay, so that's going to be two meals. And then I made a boatload of like chili with like ground beef and beans and peppers and tomatoes. And and then I had a package of ground ground liver and ground beef heart, and I mixed it all together and made a big chili out of it. So yeah, so I made that's gonna last me till all that will last me till Wednesday. And then Wednesday I'll be off most of the day, so I'll make stuff to last me till the weekend. That's kind of how I work. I make food to last me till Wednesday, and then Wednesday to last me till the weekend. But I have to do it that way because of the schedule being so hectic at work. Like if I don't have meals prepped and stuff on hand, then I stop making bad decisions. So it's just kind of part of my Sunday routine. Um, I do it every Sunday. Probably takes me, it depends on what I'm making, but usually like if I really grind, it only takes me about an hour usually. So it's not too bad. Um, so we can talk about this too. I'm gonna dive into some of the new releases and stuff coming out. Kind of bums me out a little bit. I mean, it's one of those things where I have the Arrow Blu-ray. So if they were going to do it and just give us the same edition but slap a 4K on it, I would have been even more upset. Like what they did with Basket Case, but they did it with Killer Clowns. Like if they would have just did the same old and just said, "Oh, it's a 4K now," then I think I would have been more upset. If I have to really go back and say, "Well, what would I have wanted?" I probably would have wanted a nice big box from Arrow or a nice big box from Vinegar Syndrome, probably. Now, I don't know. Like, if this is the first time Screen Factory's had it, so are they going to get us new features? What are we going to get? Is it just going to be ported over stuff from the Arrow and then just slapped with like a shitty slipcover on it? I don't know. And I probably won't get the Steelbook just because I don't collect Scream Factory Steelbooks, so I'll be have to get the 4K slip. But yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer for me, I think. If I had to choose, I probably would have picked a different company. Yeah, I mean, I think that Arrow has definitely pushed Scream Factory aside. I think Scream Factory still does get cool releases, but I think as an overall package deal, I think Arrow just gives you a better product. Um, I think the only thing Scream Factory has on their side is they get some good titles, but other than that, the presentation is as far as the aesthetics of the presentation, not necessarily the transfers, are very subpar compared to the other labels out there. My man Eli, what up? What up? Um, I had some info on why it was taking a little bit longer, but that was also info I was given probably like late last year, and I was told it was supposed to be out by the end of the year, not Halloween, but it was going to be pushed back till probably November, December. So it's still not here. So I really don't know the updated status on it. Like I had an idea of why it was being pushed back originally, but not to the extent of where it is now. So I really don't have any information on that. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I think that could be something people would be interested in. Like, is Scream Factory going to put theirs out and then Arrow do a nice box like they did with Chucky for Killer Clowns on overseas for 4K, or is someone like Umbrella going to get it and do a sick edition? See, so that's why I'm like on the fence of like, is this going to be a day one for me, or do I just kind of play it out a little longer and see if anybody announces anything? Um, Let me see. What up, Bryce? I mean, I agree. I think that they've really proven themselves with just everything. I mean, when it comes to the titles they're getting, what they're doing with the titles, the quality of they're putting out, like, I mean, their editions are beautiful. If some people don't care about big boxes and whatnot, and it doesn't really matter, and they just want the movie, then maybe Arrow is not that big of a deal. But I think as a presentation standpoint and what they do for the titles and getting good titles, I think they are number one. I mean, to get all the Hellraisers and put out a box set, like that was so sick. To put all the Psychos in a big set was sick. I mean, Scream Factory had all the Psycho stuff, but they didn't. They decided they were just going to release them individually. Where what if they would have made like a cool box set? And yeah, I know they didn't have the first one, but I mean, they could have done anything. They could have done anything. They had the rest. Antonis, what's up? I'm gonna showcase it now, or I'm gonna at least show they're talking about it online. So some of these sources that are out there, I'm gonna pull this up now. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of bundles for Killer Clowns. White Peter. Yes, absolutely. I have mine. 100%. I would say it's the best Chucky I've ever seen. The Bride of Chucky. Yeah, I would 100% get it. I kind of agree. I mean, I was the biggest Scream Factory mark out there at that one point. I literally had everything they put out for the first 4 years, and, then I started to kinda dwindle out a little bit. I was just getting collector's editions, and then I started to dwindle out even more, and, it just got a little bit harder to kinda keep up, so they started to make mistakes, they started to get lazy, in my opinion. Um, so to me, do I hate Scream Factory? No. But I just don't think that they feel top tier anymore. I still love all my Scream Factory collection, and I have it right over here on like a big spinner shelf. So it does hold a good spot in my movie room for sure because they put out good titles, and they were the top dogs for a long time. And I just feel that a lot of these companies have outgrown them. And it could be a lot of things, right? It could have been that they didn't really evolve as far as their materials. They're rehashing like all their old catalog. I mean, I don't know. It just to me, I think A one thing they could have done that they started to, and I'm not gonna even say that because then it just makes me sound like I just care about the packaging. It's not that. I think just because of what all these companies are doing, I think when they announced the first 4K, which was the Halloween ones, and they put them in those little hard boxes, I thought for sure that going forward, they were gonna put all their 4Ks in hard boxes because that's what a lot of these other companies were doing, like Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, even TerraVision's doing that. So I thought for sure we were gonna get that. It was just gonna kinda give the 4Ks a little bit more, I'm gonna say, prestige than the Blu-ray stuff. So it would give you a little bit more oomph to buy it and have it look really nice on the shelf. And then all of a sudden they started to do it and then they stopped. And then they randomly put one out for like Elvira and then they didn't do it again. So it's and they went back to the slip covers, the paper slip covers. So it's kind of like, I don't know, they just don't feel like they've really evolved. And as much as I like poster artwork, so when I get the 4K with the original artwork, I'm like, this is awesome. I like this. But then you look at it as almost like, is that just lazy because they don't want to pay to get the artwork done anymore? And I don't know. Like I prefer original artwork. So it's not something I care about, but then you just wonder, do they just not want to pay these companies or these artists to do exclusive artwork for them anymore? Because then that would be a little bit more of like, cutting cost or even just being a little bit more lazy about your releases, especially when you're just porting over, throwing the Blu-ray in there with all the special features, then just giving us a 4K blank disc. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that they've really proven themselves like they used to, or they're just, in my opinion, I almost feel like maybe they just feel like they're getting tired and they're just going with the flow, going with the motions, putting out what they have. Like, it just doesn't seem like they're the ones that are trying to be the top dogs anymore. And it is what it is. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm sure they're probably fine as a company, but there's little things, we've talked about it before. When they do these big bundles, like, why not make a box set? Box sets are great. People love those things. Instead, they're worrying about, oh, guess what? We've got stickers now. Like, no collector wants that shit, man. Um, exactly. Like they're giving you extra slip covers. You know what? I have all those in a bag. And a part of me is like, okay, when's going to be the point where I'm just going to sell these? Because what am I going to do with them? I'm not going to do anything with these. Yeah, the Conan set was killing, man. Oh my god, I would love anything from Night Flyer. That's the thing, like, Scream Factory should be jumping all over Night Flyer. I know it's probably an issue because I think HBO owns it, but, like, that's a movie that I feel like somebody should put out. And if you guys didn't see, I did a horror movies that need an upgrade video a couple weeks ago. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. It was a pretty popular video, and, I talk about Night Flyer in that. They're releasing Psycho films. I mean, possibly I won't buy them, but that'll be interesting to see. For sure. I think that's really what it is. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, like I look at Vinegar Syndrome as like a top dog because of the quality, but then at the same time, it's like they're very hit or miss when it comes to their titles. So it's hard for me to say that Vinegar Syndrome is the top dog, right? Because I feel that when it comes to excitement of the brand, creating hype for the brand, the the transfers, the special features, the presentation of their products, the innovation of their products, I'm like Vinegar Syndrome is number one. But their titles aren't for everybody. So it's hard to kind of say that. So I think when you want to play it safe, I think Arrow's probably the best bet. And I also think Umbrella is really, really going strong too overseas. Same with Second Sight. What up, Seb Horror 4K? Did I get the Sumaru as a 4K collection? I did. And keep your eyes open for that because we're going to have a huge super show with a bunch of YouTubers that did get that big set. And we're going to do like a live super show unboxing and go through all the crazy stuff that's in there. So keep your eyes open for that. Um, I didn't. So the Psycho set sold out. I see. Um, I mean, again, it's not anything but like they're choosing to put. I'm just saying they haven't. No matter who the distribution is, like everybody's having issues, right? Terravision. I ordered something from them in June and I just got it like a month ago, right? Like they were having issues. But I think when it comes to the effort in the presentation, I just don't think. I think Scream Factory is just, when people they just rely on their laurels where like it worked before, so we'll just kind of keep working it the same way. And I agree to that some extent. If the wave is still going, keep riding it. As soon as the wave crashes, then you've got to pivot and like try to create something new or try to evolve a little bit. And I do feel like their wave has crashed a little bit, and I just don't feel like they've really picked up and evolved as a brand. Um, but again, I still like them. But I just think when you see what some of these other companies are doing and the effort they're putting in and the cool additions they're giving us, I just feel like they kind of feel kind of half-assed. And we're going to go through some of their announcements, to be honest. So I'm going to do that now. What's up, man? Hadricho, how are you? So I will get back to the chat, but I'm going to pull up something here. We're going to go through some of these additions here. So we've got 45 people in the chat currently right now. Please hit the like button as I get this all set up. I will share some screens over here. All right. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Okay. All right. So we'll start at the top. We'll go through some stuff. Once Upon a Time in the West. That's pretty cool. I like the Paramount Presents line, but to me, it's a little expensive. I have two from that line, but there's like other ones I want, but I'm just like, it's hard for me to spend that kind of money on like a studio release. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It's something about it. I just have a tough time spending that kind of money on that kind of release. But yet I just spent $150 on Vinegar Syndrome like 2 days ago. So it's a weird thing for me to say, but I don't know. I just have a tough time doing that. So I don't know how much it's going to cost, but they're usually pretty expensive because there's a couple that I really want. Like I want Red Eye, and I still haven't bought it yet because I'm just like, the price. I don't know if I want to spend that on Red Eye. So I don't know. But Once Upon a Time in the West is good. Here's True Lies. This sucks because I really wanted this, but they said the transfer is awful. Now, did they fix it? I have no idea. So this was kind of a kick in the balls because I really wanted this, and I may still get this, but I have to kind of see um what it's going to look like as far as some reviews on it before I bite. Um it's got some features. A look back at True Lies. Not many. I'll check my DVD and see if these are on there. So I do have a bootleg Blu-ray of this movie that looks great. So I don't know what I'm going to do with True Lies yet. I'll probably get it, but I'm not getting Aliens. I can tell you that right now. I will not probably buy Aliens because I heard the same thing that the transfer is awful. So unless they cleaned it up, I don't know. But I'm going to pass on Aliens for multiple reasons. Number one, the transfer. Number two, all the 4K Alien movies I have right now are on Steelbook. So to just keep everything organized, I'd rather just wait in hopes that it comes out in a box set or a Steelbook before I pick it up. This is interesting to me. I don't have any of these movies. I do not think. No, I don't. So I don't know. This could be something I eventually get. I'd have to just kind of wait and see, but this looks interesting. I don't know what you guys think about this Houses of Doom box set here from Cauldron. So I don't know. I think this might be something I'll be into. I just got to check and see on pricing and stuff like that, but interested. The Departed, I'm good. I love the movie, but I don't need another edition of it. Crybaby. Is this Kino? Yeah, I'll probably get it eventually, but with Kino, I don't buy things right away. I wait for sales and stuff. So at some point, I might pick that up. Now, here's the first one from Scream Factory. Now, I don't think I've ever seen this. I like the Hansel and Gretel story, like the story as a whole, but I've never seen this movie. So this does have me intrigued, to be honest, because I don't own it. The only one I own is like this isn't it, right? What was that one that came out a long time ago? It was kind of like a very like action movie. It kind of reminded you of like when Underworld and stuff was really popular. That was called a Hansel and Gretel, I think, right? But I don't think it was this one. It was more like over the top action. But I'm interested in this because I don't know anything about it really. Um, and guys, I'll go back to the chat. So let me know what you think of Gretel and Hansel. This could easily be something I'm going to grab from this whole thing because I've never seen it. It looks interesting. I love the Hansel and Gretel story. And to be honest, I don't own Dr. Monroe at all. I like the original one, so I'm interested in this a little bit. Um, I don't know. Like, I mean, let me see. Is it 4K or Blu-ray? I'm sure it's a Blu-ray. I may get this. Maybe. I don't know anything about it. Like I said, I do really enjoy the original. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's something different. I don't think it's blown anybody out of the water, but now this is the one that I was really interested in because I have this DVD and I remember seeing this in theaters. But a part of me like didn't hate this movie for some reason, but I've also haven't seen it in like 20 years. So I mean, I don't know. I'm actually kind of embarrassed that I said I wouldn't mind getting this because I do feel like it is something I'd like to rewatch again, and to do it on a nice Blu-ray would be pretty cool. Um, so I'm actually kind of excited for Dracula 2000 because I've seen it twice in my whole life. I saw it in the theaters, and then when it came out on DVD, I watched it as well. And I remember in the theaters, I liked it back then, but then when it came out again, I don't remember what I thought of it a second time around. I think I was a little disappointed the second time around. So I wouldn't mind checking this out again. I mean, I could easily pop in my DVD and watch it, but I figured, hey, it's coming out, a nice edition. Maybe I'll snag this and check it out. Now, we all know I'm going to probably buy Killer Clowns as well. Um, I love the movie. I'd love to see how it looks in 4K, but like I said, I just wish it had a better, like a beefier edition, I would say. Now, I don't know anything about it as far as if there's new features, but I think I just would rather have like a nicer, beefed up edition of this if I had to be honest. Now, let's talk about these Crow steel books. Now, the Crow has two steel books, as far as I know, and a regular slipcover edition. People were telling me that the steel books are both sold out. So you have the Amazon one or the one that you can kind of get everywhere. That's this one. And you also have the Walmart one, which I think is the best of the two. Let me see if there's a picture of it. I saw it earlier. I'll go. This probably on another site. Let me see. I think I saw that earlier. Where's the Crow steel? Come on. Where is it? Right here. See, in my opinion, this is the coolest cover. It reminds me of like the soundtrack a little bit. So I already pre-ordered this, and it is sold out right now on the website. So I'm happy that I snagged it because this is the one that I'm gonna snag. Let me know, guys, if you ended up picking it up, but I'm hearing that the both steel books are sold out now. All right, as we keep going, I'll scroll through like some of these that I don't care about. I'm just gonna keep going. I'll probably get Narc. because I'm a huge Jason Patrick fan, so I'll probably pick this up because I think I only have it on DVD. I don't know if I need the exclusive or not, but I'll probably just get it at some point. I don't understand this whole thing. I mean, I don't know why this is getting a crazy edition like this. I was gonna say, Phantasmat says it right here. I was just gonna say, Gummo is what I want. We got kids, we got Bully. Like, give us Gummo, man. Not trash humpers. Come on, that movie's embarrassing. I'm definitely not buying the trash humpers. There's no way. Um, Warner Archive stuff. Money Talks. This is the slipcover crow, which is a pretty cool looking picture. There's a Mad Max Steelbook. I didn't see. Wait, oh, Fury Road. No, I'm good. I'll just keep the one I have. Also, Peeping Tom's getting a 4K. I mean, a 4K. That's cool. I have the Criterion, whatever the Criterion was before. Oh, they're doing Fletch and Fletch Lives. I'll probably definitely get these for sure. Do I own? I don't know if I own Fletch. I must own at least Fletch on Blu-ray, I believe. I think. See, I don't know a lot about these. I don't know about that. 88 Films. I don't know about that movie. Don't know about this movie. Don't know about that movie. Maybe I do. Maybe I do know this one. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. This is kind of weird that 88 Films doing American Pie. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna buy it, but I think it's pretty cool that they're doing it. Shinobi. The Iron Claw. See, it's so hard when they don't do 4Ks, these new movies. So I just kind of wait because I learned my lesson last time. All right, let me bounce over and talk about what the Vinegar Syndrome stuff was. So I saw that over here. Okay. So let's go back to the top over on this one here. So Fright's a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, Susan George is in this. I mean, is it a great movie? I'm actually a big Susan George fan, so I kind of a little bit biased to stuff that she's in. So I don't know. But this is interesting too, because I haven't seen the new Dune movies, but I was at my local Walmart today, and this is something that guys to think about. Is there's a steelbook section, which there never was at my Walmart because people are like, oh, steelbooks are coming. I'm like, yeah, but mine doesn't carry them. Well, there was a little steelbook end cap at mine today, and I found the Best Buy exclusive steelbooks that were out of print and sold out for Dune. It's like a glow in the dark steelbook, and Oppenheimer. Remember the Oppenheimer one like sold out during pre-order and it was like the hardest thing to find? Well, guys, keep your eyes open at Walmart because they had one Dune and one Oppenheimer 4K steelbook Best Buy exclusives there. So they're being either reprinted or they're finding some extra stock and putting them out. But I haven't seen Dune and I hadn't seen Oppenheimer, and I said, you know what? Now is probably the best time to check it out because I'm going to grab these steelbooks that were very hard to get a week ago, and I happen to just come across them. So I'm going to buy them now before they get hard to get again and just use this as my additions. So I'm going to check out the new Dune and I'm going to check out Oppenheimer very soon. So I'm sure you guys will let me know in the chat what you think of them. I hear nothing but good things about both movies. But again, it's not just the type of movie that I rush out and go see. Like, I'm very picky when it comes to the things that intrigue me, and those did, but not enough to run to the theater. All right, so we're going to get into Vinegar Syndrome. We're going to get into some of these partner labels. I definitely bought a lot. I bought this damn Juggalo one, this Clown Posse one, because I love these documentaries that they do, and this stuff just intrigues the hell out of me. So, Insane Clown Posse, love them or hate them, they are popular, man. They were popular when I was younger. They're still popular. So you put a documentary out on a physical media release like this, and people are going to buy it. So I jumped on it because I'm like, that thing will be sold out so fast. Um, I bought this the last Slumber Party. Um, 80s slasher. I had a DVD of it. Quality was so bad on the DVD that I would never really watch the whole thing because I'm like, oh, this is so awful. So this edition right here, which I'm sure is going to go pretty quickly. I knew I wanted to get it because the one thing about slasher movies and 80s horror movies is if the DVD is dog shit quality, sometimes when I see it all cleaned up, I get a new appreciation for it. So that's what I'm hoping with this one is that I can get through this and be like, you know what? I'm glad I got this because this is something I might rewatch again. I love those kind of movies, but like I said, the DVD was so bad in quality. Now I don't know anything about any of these other movies. Guys can let me know. I love Night Beast, but I'm not gonna buy this. I love these DeGosser video stuff, but I have the Rad one, and I think that's pretty good for me. I don't think I need to get any more of them. And I do love Night Beast, but not that much because they are expensive. Now I know nothing about Going South, um, but it's part of that new cinematography line, which I'm kind of interested in. So if anybody has anything to say about Going South, let me know. The Story of a Junkie. I don't know anything about this, but I mean, it does intrigue me a little bit. I don't know this movie either, but I'm sure it might be something I'd be interested in. I'm trying to get into more like gothic horror stuff, some Hammer stuff. Like my uncle's been trying to get me into Hammer and all that when I was a kid. Um, my buddy over at the Cobwebs channel is very heavily into Hammer stuff, and he keeps trying to tell me that he thinks I would like it. So I need to make it a point to start diving into some more of these like gothic horror, Hammer horror stuff because I don't know much about that. I've only seen about a handful of Hammer films. Um, Mayhem, it's okay. I already have it. I'm not gonna rebuy this again. This movie's awesome. If you guys don't have this, I highly recommend getting this. I have the regular Blu-ray, so I'm not gonna double dip on it, but it's a great movie. Well, that's cool. Mansion of the Doomed is actually a good flick. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is overseas. 101 Films. Okay, I know Full Moon, I think, put something out, but I actually do like this movie. And I only have a DVD of it. All right. It seems like this might be it. It's some of the Arrow stuff. I don't know anything about the long Good Friday. If you guys know anything about it, let me know. Crimson Peak. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, so therefore I won't be getting it. It's just this kind of time frame. Like I'm just not. It just doesn't draw me in. I wasn't really. It didn't feel very horror to me. I am interested in this Nightfalls, though. I mean, it seems like something I would be really into, but I've never seen it nor heard of it. So I'm probably going to pick this up. Let me know, guys, what you think of Nightfalls on Manhattan. Death Dream, I'm 100% getting. 100% getting. Uh, this is a great movie. So happy to see it upgraded. I think it's going to look really good. Blue Underground's transfer is always a really nice, so I'm excited for Death Dream. The Uninvited, The Unseen, that's pretty cool. I've never seen Starting Over, but that definitely seems something along the lines of something I'd enjoy. This looks pretty cool, guys. I'm gonna try to get this. So basically, it's like a documentary about prop collecting. And I'm really, really, really excited for this. I just recently came across it. So it's coming from Kino. Okay, I will definitely go. It says a handsome nerd journeys the globe to turn the conventional art world on its head and set proof historians and critics are alike and talks about movie props. This is like so up my alley. I'm huge into documentaries when it comes to anything, especially horror, nostalgia, collecting, like 100%. I'm going to put right here, look. All in, baby. Look. Boom. I want this Mad Props Blu-ray. No question. Uh, just scrolling that damn trash humpers again. Steel Magnolia is a good movie. Will I upgrade it? Probably not. Eating Miss Campbell. I don't know anything about this. Um, let me know, guys. Eating Miss Campbell. Anything to look into? Okay, that seems like all the news over the last couple weeks when it comes to physical media. So I'm gonna get out of this and I'll come back to the chat now. So, guys, that was pretty much all the news. I kind of gave you a little rundown, told you the things I was interested in, things I wasn't. And let's see what you guys have to say if I come back to the top. I'm way behind. So let me just check it out. All right. Okay, where am I now? Sorry, guys. Faze, do I still collect trading cards? I don't, but I was heavily into cards as a kid. Heavily. Baseball cards, movie cards. Oh, you opened a pack of turtles from the 90s? I have a lot of oh, check out Fozzie. He's doing card openings on his channel. That's cool, man. That's a cool concept. I do have a bunch of old cards. Like I have all my old baseball cards when I was a kid, so I still have a lot of those. I was a big Ken Griffey Jr. fan, so I have like boatloads of his stuff. And I also have like packs of right. I have packs of like Harry and the Henderson cards and stuff like that. I've never opened. I've got some movies cards that I still haven't opened. Ghostbusters, I think. I've got the whole collection of those Fright Flicks. I got a lot of Garbage Pail Kids cards. Um, what else do I have? Oh, I have like all those old X-Men cards. Um, but yeah, so I do have a lot of cards, but I don't actively collect. What are some movies that you watched on 4K where you saw so much stuff? To be honest, I actually did notice some stuff on the Lost Boys that I'd never seen before. I think that came out just a lot clearer. I can't remember what it was. Something on the walls in the cave, I think. Um, but I was watching Silver Bullet and I felt like I noticed a lot of new stuff there. But to be honest, like when I jumped from DVD to Blu-ray, it was a whole new world. Like that from standard def to high def, I noticed so much stuff from 1080p to 4K. I don't see as much. Um, The Howling. I don't know which you're talking about, but see, there you go. Jesse said it. So I just said Silver Bullet was really good. Yeah. Um, the hard box of marketing tried to reel us in, and then they know the collectors who are buying this stuff will have to have everything match. Have to. Yeah, but if they did all the 4Ks and hard boxes, it would have been fine. I think that would have been fine because then it would have separated the old from the new, the old format to the new format. I think that would have worked. But I think to have like just random titles in a hard box and everything goes back to normal, I think that's just a little bit weird. Oh, 100%. I think that when they were at the top, they were at the peak when they saw that stuff was coming out. No question. I think they really need Elm Street to like get themselves back up there. The Chucky collection was cool. I just wish they would have boxed it all together. I 100% agree. 100%. And it brings the prices way up for something so little. Oh, thanks, Hagen K. So he's listening to the replay of the Joe Dante show over on the RADpack channel. So I'm going to put that up, guys. If you aren't subscribed over there, go subscribe to the RADpack channel. That's my podcast channel. We have a YouTube channel, and we did a full retrospective on Joe Dante films from the 80s. And if you do like that kind of stuff, I'm actually going to be doing a Joe Dante show on this channel very soon, talking about all of his Scream Factory releases and showcasing them. So I did the same thing with John Carpenter. I'm going to do that same thing because they've done a lot of Dante movies over here at Scream Shout Factory. So definitely cool to talk about. I don't know. I mean, who's to say? I don't know. Anybody can shut down anytime. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what you do with them, man. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that they're region free, to be honest, because it's easier for it's easier for everybody to go after those titles. I agree. I would really just rather get like a box to put everything together. I don't need all this extra. I don't even have room for the posters anymore either. So, no, I don't. Um, I agree they've been doing great. But I did come out and say I wasn't happy with the high tension release, and I know a lot of people got mad about that, but I just wasn't. Um, but I mean, I'm happy they did it, but I think overall Second Sight's doing fantastic, and I have a ton of their titles. Oh, only 700? Oh, but they are 700. I haven't seen them. Yeah, what's the deal with that? I didn't even know that was coming, but uh I might have seen it today at my local Walmart. But I have no interest in any of that stuff. I've already got it. I got the 4K, I've got the Blu-ray. I don't need to triple dip on that. Um I saw a lot of those Vestron steel books and I just passed on all of them because I already have that. It's just a different package. Like I'm not going to double dip on it. Ah, man, the convention thing has been awful, to be honest, Giz. I mean, I did. I kind of like I'm canceling everything because it's just a pain in the ass. Like, I mean, so first and foremost, the Rad Pack, we were supposed to do a meetup at Monster Mania, which is like next week. But for them to get out here, flights were just astronomical in prices. So it just didn't make sense for them to come out here and then do the hotel thing and whatnot and the convention thing. It would just would have been way too expensive. So then they weren't coming. So then it was like, all right, I'll just go by myself. But then I'm like, ugh, do I really want to drive all that way by myself? Then I got to get a hotel. Then I got to go there. Joe Dante canceled. So that was another whole thing. So I mean, I would only be going there to meet a couple people that I've never met. And I was just like, I don't know if it's worth me driving 6 hours to get there. It's like probably 5.5 hours to get there. And then I was supposed to go to 90s Con because I wanted to meet Gina Davis because I have a real cool fly poster that's already signed by Jeff Goldblum. And I'm like, I need to get her on there. And then Alyssa Milano was going to be there. There was the cast of Step by Step was there. It was going to be a cool event, but they really rubbed me the wrong way when I looked at the prices. And I was just going to go for one day because it's only like an hour and a half from my house, maybe 2 hours tops. But to get in the door on Saturday would have cost me $95 to walk in. Now that's even before you start spending money. So I was like, man, they want $95 to walk in on a Saturday. And then I've got to go spend on Gina Davis alone. I think it was like $100 for an autograph. And that's not with a picture or anything else. And I think Alyssa Milano was like 80. And then if I wanted a picture, that was like another $60 or something. So it just got too expensive. And I was like, for one day, to go in, just spend a boatload of money and leave, probably stand in line half the day. I just kind of really got bummed out about it. So I was like, I may skip it. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just go to Panic Fest again. But, then I got to buy a plane ticket. It's in April. It's WrestleMania weekend. It's all the same. So I'm like, it's my birthday weekend. So I'm like, do I go there and do that and then miss WrestleMania? I don't know. So it's been tough. I don't know what my plan is at this point. I think I'm probably just going to go to Chiller. And to be honest, like I looked at the guest list and I wasn't really impressed with it at all. Like there's not anybody I really am like, I need to go see them at Chiller. The only reason I'd go to Chiller is because I know a lot of people that are going, like friends, and we haven't met up in about a year. So it'd be cool to meet up with them. So That and maybe what I end up doing, to be honest. Um, or I just say screw all of it and then just head down to um New Jersey HorrorCon. I've never been to New Jersey HorrorCon and the lineup is insane. But it goes back to the whole thing. I've got to drive 6 hours, then I got to get a hotel by myself. So I don't know. I really don't know what my plan is with the conventions, but everything's coming pretty quickly. So I don't know. Let me see. I did get Mario Brothers from Umbrella. Keep your eyes open because we're gonna do a huge Super Show unboxing next week. I would love that. I don't care what company put it out. I just want it. Um, the only thing I wouldn't want is if like someone just came out like Mill Creek did like a multi pack. Like I wouldn't like that. I would like a box set with each individual movie inside in its own like case. So if I had to think about who could do something like that, I don't know actually. Maybe I mean I think Vinegar Syndrome would be a cool company, but I don't know. I could see them doing Fast Getaway 1 and 2 on like a double pack, kind of like they did with um they did that with something. Shocktober, no, Shock what they do it with? Slaughterhouse Rock and stuff. I wouldn't mind that for that movie. Maybe Kino could do a Haim one. Umbrella could do a Haim one. Um, I mean, it's up to them. I'm talking about the quality as far as like the studio isn't saying just put a slipcover on it and don't give it all this extra treatment. That's going to be the label's decision, I think. I mean, I don't work in the industry, so I don't know for a fact, but you would think the studio isn't just like, oh, you can only put it out with a paper slipcover and no hard boxes and no booklets, and I don't know. Thank you, Joe. That's kind of my point too. I have a hard time spending money on studio releases. Like I do not buy many studio releases at all. So today when I bought Oppenheimer and Dune was like very rare for me to do. And the only reason I did it is because if I do buy studio releases, it's mainly because there's some kind of limited edition steelbook. That's usually the only reason I do it. And that's where Best Buy came in handy because it was like, oh, well, that's an incentive for me to get it. Like I bought Mario Brothers, I bought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant, the new Mutant one. Um, I got Footloose, I got what else did I get? Dirty Dancing. Like these are all movies I like from my childhood and stuff, but I probably wouldn't have got them otherwise and just would have kept what I had. Yeah, I mean, I just went through a couple of them. I would probably snag those. I'm trying to think what else I ended up grabbing though. We can look. We can look at it. Will you look at it? Let's see. Vinegar Syndrome. Let's take a look and see what they got. Let's take a look-ski. All right, let me just pull this up. Share screen. All right. Let's look and see what they've got. Okay. You guys can see that? Perfect. All right, let's take a look. Now, I'll be quite honest. I don't know any of these movies. Spectres. See, this looks like this might be a double feature. It looks like something I might like, but I don't know anything about it. I'm interested in this one, but I don't know anything about it. This one, not necessarily interested in that. Night Beast sold out. Wow. People are really digging these DeGorser VHSs. Nude and Charcoal. No, I don't know anything about it. Um, Phase 4 is pretty cool. They did a pretty good job with this edition here. I mean, it looks really nice for a movie about ants. Um, I do have this movie, but only on DVD. So in time, actually, you know what? I did buy this damn thing. Not the VHS tape, but I bought the no, not that. What the? Oh, that's the VHS. I did buy this because people said it was like, what did they say? They said, why did I buy this? Because oh, people were talking about this saying that it was like yeah, right here, the Mexican Chucky. I mean, that sold me right there. That sold me right there. So I ended up grabbing this thing because I wasn't sure if it was gonna sell out because I mean it doesn't have that many left. And I know it was limited, I think, to a certain amount. But look at that. Come on. I mean, that looks pretty interesting to me. So I did grab that. Um, that Vincent sign is sick, dude. I would love to get that. I did get this LED sign though, right here. I did buy Red Rock West because I heard it was selling out. Yeah, there's under 1,000 left. So I did grab that. Southern Comfort's a good movie, but I haven't picked it out. I have the Scream Factory one. Um, let's take a look. So, I mean, just a couple that I talked about I would recommend, but let me check and see the partner stuff. These sell out fast. That's why I snagged these pretty quickly. Oh, God. If anybody knows anything about this, let me know. The Absence of Milk in the Mouse of the Lost. This looks, it looks like, I don't know, something like a documentary of some kind, or maybe not. Oh, that looks freaking terrible. Forget it. Never mind. Slumber Party Massacre. I mean, Last Summer Party. This only has 499 left, guys. Scalper. I don't know anything about this. It's pretty creepy. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what this ICP is only down to 675. Signature move. What is this? Oh man, a wrestling one? Shit. I'll look into this one a little bit. But yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff. I mean, again, is it great? I don't know enough about it. But what is this thing? Animation in Canada? You know how much I like these little animated ones. The heck is going on here? You know I'm gonna get Benny's bathtub at some point. What the heck? This is weird, dude. This is weird. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. All right, gang. I'm gonna catch up on the chat. We got over 50 people in here. Hit the like button, sub if you are not. Oh, dude, we definitely do. 100%. People keep telling me that this looks good. I haven't checked out the trailer for stop motion yet. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know what movie you're talking about. So you're saying that he will not sign off on a 4K of Alien 3. It's okay. I mean, I have a Blu-ray box that is just fine. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of like why I don't care because I have a really nice Blu-ray box set, which I'm fine with. So I don't need it. I mean, sure, it would be nice to have a nicer version of that, but I mean, I don't want they said everything is so smoothed out, half the people don't even look real anymore. So now I'm hearing Hansel and Gretel is lame. Check out Hansel and Gretel. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. What's up, Ben? Yes, I have, and I actually like that. Yeah, that's the one I have, that one. No, agree, I'm not gonna buy that I'm not gonna get rid of that either. I agree too, I'm kind of on the fence about it. So that's why when people like, "Oh, I need," every time I show a Blu-ray, they're like, "We want a 4K." I mean, I don't need a 4K. If it comes, then I'll think about it, but I'm not in any rush. There's so much that comes out now for me to be like, "I want a 4K with everything." It's silliness because 'cause I'm not gonna rebuy everything again. What do I have right here? I just got this, guys. Has anybody seen this? Seed People from, Full Moon? I really liked this. This is from 1992, and I've never seen this movie, and I was like, "Ah, I'll watch it, I'll do a review on it." So I popped it in the other night, and I watched it, and I was like, "Holy shit, like, this looks great," number 1. It looks freaking great. I don't with Full Moon, it's one of those things where you're not sure what you're gonna get. But this was one of the good ones, I thought. These creatures were cool. I mean, it's cheesy. I will say it's cheesy, but when it comes to Full Moon, you're either getting like cool cheesy or like I can't watch any more of this cheesy. This to me was cool cheesy. It felt 80s. These things felt like they were part of Critters, but a little bit more alien and kind of stupider looking. But all in all, it felt like one of those type of movies that came out around that time. Critters, Ghoulies, all that stuff. And it was a fun time, guys. I recommend Seed People. I'm gonna do a review on it. But I think it was really I was kind of taken back that I liked it as much as I did because I really thought I was gonna put it in and it was gonna be just garbage. But that was like good Full Moon right there. You need to watch the newer Island Doc. So are you saying like the one that they're putting out I need to watch, or is there another one on top of that? I mean, I remember, yeah, like I kind of feel like I had a little soft spot for Dracula 2000. You know what? I agree. And guys, keep your eyes open because um, I'm trying to lock down some dates on some streams right now. So that's why I haven't talked about a lot of stuff. Soon as they get locked down, I'm gonna dig into 2000s horror like really soon. And I'm trying to think, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you're watching this on the replay or right now, but would you rather have me do it live and go through it, or would you rather have me do it in a video and edit and add some images and stuff, and you guys can watch later? Let me know what you guys prefer because I am going to dive into 2000 to 2005 first and go through some of the cool shit around that time, or maybe I'll break it up into 3 sections. But I'm going to start with 2000 and start talking about some cool big hits, heavy hitters, hidden gems in there. So that's going to be my first one. And then I'm going to do the second half and the third half. And guys, just let me know. Do you want these live or do you want me to film, edit, put it out? Bro, you need to watch Lost Soul, The Doom Journey of Richard Stanley's. I don't even know what that is. I'll look it up. Steel Magnolias. Again, it's a fine movie. But it's not something I need. "Oh, I need a 4K of Steel Magnolia." I don't. Good idea. Good idea. Let's see. So people have already pre-ordered Crow. Very smart. Um, sorry guys, I'm just trying to read all the things. Furlong is the Crow killer, dude. Slipcover Steve. I love that image. Yeah, I mean the problem is I think is that just to have that on a standalone, like with American Pie, it's like I want the whole set. I have all the Blu-rays in a set, so if they do like a 4K collection, yeah, I'll probably buy it. I mean, the Crow's great. It's gonna probably look great in 4K. Um, some people are saying they think Crow's overrated. I like the Crow. That's totally my thing. I totally agree, Jess. That's why I'm not gonna bother with that right now. That is so funny. I did pre-order Last Song Party. Yep. Oh, incredible. Yeah, they're still very, very successful. Yeah, I know. I looked at it today. They had it today. I didn't buy it. Um, I have it. I have the Lionsgate Blu-ray, and when I heard Kickboxer was coming out, I heard it was going to have all these features. I actually heard it was going to be a 4K. So, with that being said, I might hold off if I were you guys because I heard that they were working on a 4K of Lionsgate was working on a 4K of Kickboxer with features. I also heard that there was possibilities they were going to put in some kind of like extra cut of the movie that's never before seen or deleted scenes or something. So I don't know what this steelbook is. Is it a placeholder? But I have the Lionsgate Blu-ray with no features, and I went to the store today and I saw the steelbook, and number one, I don't think the image on the steelbook looks good at all. The original poster art looks better, and I turned it around, and it doesn't look like there's any features on this either. So I think it's just the Lionsgate Blu-ray that I have ported over with a steelbook around it. I would recommend, unless you do not own Kickboxer, I would probably say keep your Blu-ray and wait, because I have a feeling that you're going to see this again in 4K with special features. So that's just my opinion. I am not going to buy the steelbook of Kickboxer. I have the Blu-ray. I think it's the exact same Blu-ray that's in there, and because I did a comparison of like the features and all that other stuff, and it looks exactly the same. Um, and like I said, I heard that they were working on a possible 4K from Lionsgate, so this might just be a placeholder. I have Little Gory Corey on Blu-ray. Signed, a signed copy. Oh, my voice is getting tired again. What? I did not hear about this. What's up, Sean? That is interesting. If they release that, I'm buying it. Oh, dude, agree. It's both, but it is a great movie. I would love Legend of Billie Jean. I have it on Blu-ray, but it's like, who did it? Mill Creek or something. Their shit's not that great. Dude, for real. For real. That's funny you say that because I was actually thinking about doing a video, and you guys let me know, of movies that were like, what do you call them? Like white whales back in the day where you're like, where is this thing? And Legend of Billie Jean was one. Like back in the DVD days, the only way you could see that movie was like a bootleg. So when they released that Blu-ray, it was a huge deal. All right, I'm gonna go through a couple more questions because my voice is getting tired. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I don't have many. I don't have like barely any laser discs, but I do have a player. Oh God. I have a shit ton and I store them terribly. So that's the grand scheme of things. No, I have a ton, but I have portfolios that are full and now they're so damn heavy. I don't know what to do with them. So they're literally on the floor. I really need to find a spot for them. I was like, oh, I'm going to slide them under my couch. They don't fit. My couch is too low. I'm like, what the hell? Literally, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I may have to like bring them upstairs and like put them under the guest bedroom bed because these portfolios are just sitting on my floor. They're actually right in front of this desk, laying on the floor because I don't know what to do with them. They used to be hanging, but they're too heavy to hang now. And I talked to Sean Clark, and he was like, "Don't hang them. If they're that heavy, they're gonna snap. The handle's gonna snap off, and the whole thing's gonna come crashing down and probably bend most of them in there." And then I have a lot in tubes that are really annoying. I need to find a way better setup for these things because the ones I have in tubes, I have so many tubes in my storage area that when you walk in, it's just like tubes and tubes and tubes of stuff. There's really no good way to store these things. Um, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I need to do is I need to downsize and go through everything and make a pile of stuff I don't need. Then I gotta list it all on eBay. Like it's a process. So I just need to find like some time I can do that. I do remember those. There was also like when I was a kid, like Gulf War cards. Do you guys remember that? Yeah, it's already announced by Screen Factory. Uh, oh, plenty. I mean, not necessarily a movie prop per se, but I mean, a nice bust of like, there's a bust out there of Michael from the Lost Boys that I would love to have, but it's so rare to find and it's so expensive. Um, um, you know, yeah, people, yeah, get rad, not mad. I agree. People get mad over little things, man. I'll tell you, people get mad over little things. What I think it is that people they purchased it, right? So when I sit there and I say, and I purchased it too because I love the movie, and then when I watched it, I was like, what the hell? Why does this look so bad? And the reason is because the director changed the color of the movie because he didn't like the way that they did the color on the Blu-ray. So they pulled all the color out. They said it was too saturated. And 4Ks are already even darker in general. And I have like an OLED TV, so the blacks are really, really high. So there's a lot of scenes that I feel like were so dark. I was like trying to see what was going on. And I don't know. I just didn't like it. I think that the old color was better. So that's just my opinion. So then, of course, people are like, well, that's what the director wanted. That's how it's supposed to be made. That's fine. I just prefer this. So that's why I said it. So, um, again, I prefer the look of the color in the Blu-ray rather than the desaturated look that we got. Um, but it was done on purpose. I wish they would have gave us both versions, but they didn't. And also, there's more features on the Blu-ray that didn't get ported over to the 4K too. So, in my opinion, I'm going to say keep your old Lionsgate Blu-ray, save yourself $40 and call it a day. But I think what happens is people they really like shiny new objects, and if they have to think about should I have bought this or not, I think they get mad. And they want to defend it because it was their money that they spent. So of course they're going to, you know, hype on the train of shoot, I don't want to be mad that I just blew money. But I did too, and I wish I didn't. How dare I? What's up, 4K Lowdown? Go check him out. How are you? It will be a Super Mario Brothers Super Show, 100%. Yes, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Let's do the Mario. Ooh, I'd be okay with it too. Dude, for real, that Amazon, that 4K of Red Eye has been in my Amazon cart for literally since the day it came out. And I'm just like, I cannot justify spending $40 or whatever on this movie. I just can't. I'm trying, man. It's been out for like almost a year now. Oh, dude, you know what? I should go back. See, I say I should do all this, but dude, I have so much shit to watch. I have little time. I have all these shows I want to do, but I would love to go back and watch Area Indiana and do like episodes on it because it's been a long time since I've watched it. Really long time. But I remember seeing that episode on TV the day it aired, and it never leave my brain ever. I have Amazing Stories, the whole season, the whole series, but I didn't watch a lot of them as a kid, so there's a lot in there that I haven't seen. Yeah, that's why I grabbed it because it's selling out. Are they doing a standard on that? Oh no, really? I was gonna ask if anybody's had any rot. I had Blu-ray rot on one of my discs. It just wouldn't play anymore. And it had all this like weird shit on the back. But I've never had any DVD rot as far as as much as I've seen. Again, I have thousands of DVDs. I haven't looked in each one, but that's always something that makes me nervous. What's up, brother? Go check out Chris C. the Slasher Dude. Hit that like for the Rad Cake. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Bog? Gory Tiger. What's up, man? Go check out Gory Tiger. And go check out Bog Zombie. Go check out all these rad people hanging out with me at freaking holy. I don't even want to say what time it is. I gotta get the heck out of here. What up, Wave? I know. I've what's the day of the week on that? Because I would love to see if there's one playing near me. Seed People is not. You had the poster. It's so funny. I never even heard of this movie before. I never even heard of this. It's coming out. Actually, I will say Full Moon sent this to me to check out. So that's why I have it. This doesn't come out till April, I don't think. But I'll put a review out so people know to go get it. I highly recommend this. And I really didn't think I was going to say that. It's so funny. I don't know how it passed me by all this time. You prefer it live with images. So, okay, I'm just trying to think of it's hard because like if I do images live, like it takes so much back work to set that up because there's so many movies. I mean, I could probably hold up a physical media copy if I have it, or I could pull it off on Google or something like that. But yeah, it's hard to do both. Like I said, I got this early from Full Moon. All right, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll one way back. Oh no, I'm not that far back actually. Yeah, that's what I have. I have those portfolios, but they're all full. They're all full and they're heavy, and I have all different sizes. I don't know. Is that who took over? Was it? But then what was the deal with Sony? No, was it who was it? Who they just do a deal with? Somebody. But it was the Crip in Germany. They have that's cool. That's cool. Sis. Blu-ray. So no. Oh. I see. I see what you're saying. Guys, I want to thank you guys for popping in here and saying what's up on the replay. Make sure you come and say hi. Let me know, guys, if you want me to do you like me to do a lot more live stuff or recorded stuff? I'm just curious because I feel like my live videos do way better than my recorded videos. So I'm just curious if that's what you guys prefer. Because I want to start doing a little bit of both. But the editing's hard because it just takes extra time. So let me know. What is this? Buy a huge PVC. Does that work? Interesting. Interesting. I honestly prefer live. I know a lot of people don't. I do. Oh, Time Bandits, hell yeah. But guys, thank you again. Hit that like button before you leave. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Twitch at the Radpack. Check us out on YouTube at the Radpack. Find me on Instagram at Born2beRad. I do a lot of stuff over there as well. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me late night for the return of the RAD Report. I totally appreciate it. It's fun to talk to you guys about these upcoming physical media news and releases. And like always, this is Garrett from Born2beRad. Like always, stay